Right. Colwood's Mill. Void touch deer. Let's see what this is all about.
4 deer stand in formation near a crumbling altar. 3 stags, fawn-coloured and hearty, gaze cloudy-eyed at a great black skeleton glowing an eerie green.
Now.
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 Stay back and observe.
We rise.
We rise.
We rise.
Keep observing.
And we destroy.
And we destroy.
And we destroy.
The 4 deer suddenly fall silent and stand stock still. The void-woken deer turns its head to you, great antlers glowing in the dappled shade.
Eat its eyes.
They're level 14, but only one of them has armor. And not particularly much of it. So this is slightly suspicious. Damage isn't all that impressive either. What good are you then? He covered his own ass, more or less, and that's it. But you can't do backstabs on him. Let's delay our turn. No immunities. Is it undead technically? No. Own Widow can cover my ass here. Right, I'm thinking what exactly is the best option for us here. We can knock him down with other guys, and we can use petrification on Sabil to control the rest. Maybe just dump damage on him. Why do they suck so badly? He's definitely next. Not much I can do about him.
Prepare yourself.
Don't think he can do all that much to us either, though.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Doesn't look like we have to really do all that much anymore. Source Orb. That's 3,000-4,000 gold if I would have to buy it. Yeah, I should not do looting with you. One of the Elder. Yeah, the current one is only for the +1 intelligent Hydrosophist. This has +3 intelligence, +2 constitution, +1 geomancer. The earth damage is good, reactive armor ability, and it is slotted. So I think we're gonna switch. What is reactive armor? Deals physical damage based on your current physical armor in a wave of metal spikes to everyone in the area, including yourself. Okay. Seems like a weird ability to generally speaking use, but whatever. So what are we gonna stick into here? Extra poison damage, extra air damage. It already does a huge amount of earth damage, so maybe buff that. Venomous aura. I sort of want to try this. It's worthless against some, but it might be very good against others. More importantly, I need to test out some of these abilities. It's clear that I have to rely on them in my solo playthrough. Allies in range receive Venom Coating, which adds 42 to 45 poison damage to weapon skills and attacks. Yeah, that sounds quite nice. Anything against that isn't undead, that's a reasonable amount of damage bonus. Probably based on my intelligence. What does that really mean though? What is counted as an attack? I'm assuming Restoration is not counted as an attack, even though it can be used offensively. So it would be things that do damage. There's quite a lot of abilities that have no real damage capability normally, but have a large area of effect offensively. So they might be a good combination with this, like this ignition. And I memorized it, but for some reason it's not here. That's wonderful. So it would basically explode in fire and poison in a massive area. Right, I need to get rid of this. The fact that this populates the quick slots screen automatically with all this unnecessary crap. I'm sort of hoping that the broken instruments might be used as crafting items. That's why I'm collecting them. Strange gem. Right, what did I need to do? It's probably gameplay. Automated hotbar behavior. Remove unmemorized skills. Yes. Add arrows? No. Consumables? No. Containers? No. Grenades? No. Potions? No. Skills? Yes. Useful items. When enabled, the hotbar will automatically add new usables to the hotbar when you first pick them up. It's not consumable though, and not a potion, so what exactly, or a scroll, so what exactly would this be? Let's put it there. Right. Maybe it did something, maybe it didn't. Huge healing potion. Heals 650. How the hell do you chuck that shit down?
The ancient altar before which the deer crowded sits stark in the dappled forest light. Something about it draws you in. It seems to emit a faint, pleasing heat.
Observe the stone construction, looking for the source of the heat.
The stones appear to be just that. Apart from a few faded red stains across the topmost slab, nothing unusual betrays itself.
Lay a hand upon the flat surface.
Gentle heat warms your hand.
See if anyone else spots something.
Before you lies a primitive altar to the seven. Apparently the altar waits for someone. Before you lies the altar waits for...
Lose can do it. Why you?
Before you lies the altar waits...
Because you're the main character.
The ancient altar before which the deer crowded sits stark in the dappled forest. The air stirs, as though someone had appeared and taken a seat upon the altar. A voice rises around you, its source unclear. Fractured whispers surround you. God-woken. The word flutters against your ear. You are my champion. You cannot fail. A jolting sensation pierces your heart. As the shock fades, you realize you've absorbed a modicum of source, seemingly from the air around you. The whispers shuffle away, and the air shifts. Whatever was here a moment ago is gone now.
As I prayed at the altar, a mysterious fragmented voice acknowledged me as Godwoken. What is the Covenant? Yeah, that all ties to this. Probably missed out at quite a few things since I haven't used this vision mode all that often. Okay. Might not be sensible to pray on unknown all altars, but to me it seems like either you do nothing or you see what it does, so might as well see what it does. Gigantic logs. There is Elven Thorn Dancer there, so this is the Elven base probably. Might be able to wrap up a quest immediately here with the amulet. Level appropriate weapon. Level 14 weapon actually, so not really level appropriate. We can't use it, it would cost too much. Much better weapon than our current one. But by the time we can use it, it is irrelevant. This might be a good item to just sell away immediately. Also, why don't you have an amulet? This seems to happen to me maybe a little bit too often. Like, things just disappear and I have no goddamn clue why that happened or when that happened. Rather, I can probably guess they're connected because I don't understand when they're disappeared. Naturally, it's hard to say what caused it because there's no connection to the event anymore. Yeah, and you've been without an amulet for some time. There's a good chance I've sold it again. Please use something. I think this is sort of a good indication of the difficulty of the current game. I'm basically walking around without items. The items are multiple levels below what we should be having at this point. I'm missing shields and I can't tell the difference usually in the fight. So when we lose people usually because we fuck something out badly or face opponents that are much higher level in our crappy gear and half-assed setups. And I never change the skills Because there's no point to it. Nothing get thrown our way isn't that bad, so even though I wouldn't say we're just easily dealing with everything, we are not suffering because it's difficult. We are suffering because I'm half-assing everything, because I can get away with it. So, yeah. The tactical mode is probably for people who really need to have their shit together. I do prefer this though. Especially because I'm making mistakes, going into the wrong place and all that. So this is good. Don't have to try that hard, but at the same time, if you make mistakes, you usually get punished for them.
Behold, co-co-co! Behold! It is I, the magic cockerel. Be not frightened by my splendor!
Ask him if he knows he has a son.
I should certainly hope so. All my life's work has been for naught. Send the little bloke my way next time you happen upon him. I'd like to see what a fine specimen the magic cockerel has produced.
Okay, tell him you're impressed. Ask him how he came by his powers.
Kill that wizard!
Raise a skeptical eyebrow.
That's right, Coco! Doubt will serve you ill before the magic cockerel.
Say you meant no offense.
None to doctor!
So there are a few animals here, but that's about it. Signs of combat. Hero of Winter. What the hell is that? A trial for all
Looks
seasons.
like an elven proving ground, but I've never seen one for myself.
Elven Proving Ground, so probably don't want to go here until we've talked to the elves. Which reminds me, anyone has something they want to talk about?
Yes.
Not Sabil.
Not much of a landlubber, but sometimes I get no choice in the matter. Besides, there's business to take care of.
Note that Lohar seems to have turned on the Queen.
I always figured every dwarf is pure of heart when they pop out of their mummas, but we ain't born cruel. We're made cruel. That means we can be made uncruel. Not sure Lohar will ever be an upstanding member of his community, but he knows where to draw the lines.
He mentioned Isbale. Who's that?
Listen, when I was wee, one of Laura's manservants used to tell an old lizard tale. Once, when the ancient empire stretched across all Rivellon, there was an emperor called Reza. A good lizard, but a sickly one. Scales flaking off, eyes bugging out, that kind of thing. One day, a doctor came to him. Zin was his name. And Zin said he could cure the emperor's disease. The emperor agreed to his poultice of herbs and black rose petals, and it worked. The emperor was, it seems, cured, as long as he continued treatment. This didn't please the emperor's advisor, Gaul, however. Gaul didn't want Reza cured, for he planned to inherit the empire. So he convinced the emperor that someone like Zin had the power to both cure and kill. On his advice, Reza had the doctor executed. With Zin dead, the emperor's disease returned. The sickness took him soon after. The hateful Gaul took his place, ushering in a century of misery. Yeah, not a fun story to tell a kid thinking back on it. Anywho, Isbale's been at the Queen's side for years, poisoning her mind with her filth. She's like two things from that story. She's the advisor, and she's the disease. And me, I'm going to be the cure. That metaphor works, right? I'm going with a yes.
Okay, you destroyed the woman's machine. Ask if that wasn't a little rash. weapon of mass destruction.
First of all, I'm rash. If this comes as some kind of surprise, you've not been paying attention. Second of all, that tinkerer or weaponsmith or whatever she wasn't knitting a sweater. That thing was made to kill dwarfs with death fog, and I was made to smash it. Any questions? No? Good.
Pray speak.
Ramos.
Ramos the Wanderer. He's a legend among lizards, the greatest dreamer of them all. The one that has mastered the dark of horror sleep and has found sanctuary amid its horrors.
What is horror sleep?
The most inhospitable plane imaginable. A realm of insanity and death beneath a starless black. Picture a maze filled with your greatest fears. Picture haunting that maze forever. That is but the first step into horror sleep.
Wonder why this dreamer would ever venture into such a place.
Because if one braves the absolute terrors of nightmare and finds sanctuary there, one is safe even from the void. That's right. Horror sleep is a realm feared by the cosmic menace that is the void. Ideal location for a summer house.
So just a little bit of clarification on these things. Do not touch this at the moment. Don't know what we're doing. More importantly, I think we can get clarification fairly easily.
Oh, my head's spinning. You're not straw. I believe you now. But let me have some peace, will you? I need to hop this off.
These river guys will shoot you through if you get too close. I'm gonna try and slip through the back way myself. I like a river challenge.
I've spotted something.
Monies. Spontaneous combustion. I think we actually have this. Justinia's favor. Finesse gloves. Yeah, again improvement. Lucky charm, bartering, air resistance. Finesse 13. That's the first item I've seen that has gone above the 12 attribute requirement. Good upgrade for her though. A delicate pair of gloves fit for a queen. Indeed, this very pair were soon for the tender hands of Justinia herself. Quite a few trap triggers.
Careful, I've spotted a trap.
Where exactly are we supposed to go? I'm not quite sure I get the purpose of trying to shove our way through that horror show. Is that where the Colwood Mills is? That's why we want to go there. But is there actually something there? Right, Sabine is still the best character to send there. She'll spot most of the traps, she can bypass most of the trouble.
Careful now, that's a trap.
Right.
Guards ahead. They don't look friendly.
Mopper. That is that name, I guess. It is Mopper. Level 14, level 14, level 14, level 14. We do not want to fight here no matter what. Wonder what this place even is. Since we're here though, we might as well take a look.
Impressive work getting past our defences. Now turn around and see if you have the same luck going the other way.
Right, this is a lone wolf base, so this is where Sabine needs to go. Tell him you need to stop and rest. You have goods to trade, weapons, food, more.
And why should I not rip your jaw off your skull and claim it all for myself?
Give him an easy smile and say that it would be a terrible waste of your talents.
As he listens, his face suddenly changes. Recognition dances into his eyes.
Suppose I could make an exception. Go and see the boss, Rue Stanlon. He's got a soft spot for travellers with something interesting to say. So go interest him.
At least we avoided the worst of it. Everyone here seems to have a name, and they're 2 levels above me, I think, so we are not picking a fight here.
You made it past the traps, fair enough. But you still better step carefully, stranger, or I'll tear your throat out with me teeth.
Admire his big teeth and ask what lone wolves are doing out here in the back end of nowhere.
Sitting pretty and generally not answering questions from nosy parkers who ain't lone wolves. Them, we eat the neck apples right out their throats.
Admit you've never tried that. Ask if it's even possible.
If you find out from me, you'll find out the hard way.
Squirrel is probably a good indication of what's really going on here.
I used to have a sister named Chloe, but Chloe tried to sneak out the back door, and now Chloe is no more.
Did I?
A thin, grim man carefully sands the end of a beautiful unpolished longbow. He studiously avoids looking up as you approach.
Am I on your way, ma'am?
Admire the bow. SKP has other supplies that might interest an archer.
I'm not supposed to be trading with the other guests. Roost's orders.
Tell him it was the wolves themselves who let you in. You're as good as one of them.
Fine, just please be discreet. I'm very much at Roost's mercy while I'm here.
I like the huntsman's special abilities, because you can also do elemental damage through them. Whatever you hold in your hand, as long as the range of that weapon. So wands, high damage wands, probably 2 wands should be used. You can attack their weak spot. I want to see what their armor piercing attack is. Marksman's Fang. Each enemy that hits takes damage. Go straight through enemies, so it'll penetrate more than the single guy you're firing. Good ring. Doesn't have anything particularly interesting in the ring though, so not gonna waste 4,000 gold on that. See how our current armor fares against this. Our current armor has good abilities, but it is a piece of crap armor. Very much a piece of crap armor. But I can switch it to better at the exchange of everything good and on the ability front. Yeah, it's really the armor that's bad. But even if we would replace it, we would get some benefit from it. Maybe around 25 physical points, 20, maybe 15 magical armor. So it would certainly be nice, but not amazingly good. Also, maybe a good opportunity to dump some equipment. Careful what we dump.
The sharpshooter turns from his silent watch over the mill and its approaches, and holds you in a steady regard.
Fitness, huntsman, accuracy, critical hit chance, physical. Yeah, if you could get a high critical hit chance.
When the King of Fletchers takes
Combined
his
with their
fetching
rapid
into
fire
town.
abilities. That's up to 15 critical hit strikes on a target. Right, lots of logs. Saws. Why are they here? Ways to go construct crafting items.
Then leave. Looking fresh, gorgeous. What I wouldn't give to climb your tree.
An elegant lizard lone wolf smokes Drudene through an ornate pipe.
So tired of these mongrels.
Then leave.
Hey, it's a good living here. You know that.
Your living is nothing if you're unhappy. Never knew you to be sentimental. Logical. Sentimental. Unhappy people are.
Piss off! Unless you got money.
Anything interesting? Resistance potions. Stone skin. Constitution 3. This is a medium constitution potion. It's 200 each. I'm thinking of buying, because I don't think I have this. We might have to go back into the area where we can't heal. So this is, in a desperate situation, this is at least some health. Enough maybe to save your own ass. I'm selling the non-magical crap items. They'll give me a discount.
Not likely anything you... Right! Pissed off!
Ooh, live wood log. That was what the ship was made from. Has an elven spirit in it. You'd have to assume that you can make something amazing out of it, like a good bow or something. Slumberjack.
A lone wolf mage naps quietly. She talks in her sleep.
Laugh all you want, Mudbarrow. Madmen tell tales, and dead men's ghosts do not.
She mutters in her sleep.
I never liked you anyway, Mudbarrow. You or your shite sense of humour. Don't think you haunt me, dead man. You or the Godwoken that we killed.
She mutters in her sleep.
I never liked you anyway, Mudbarrow.
This should be fairly easy to steal from. Don't want to start anything now though. Mommy dearest.
Careful now, that's a trap. Look out! I see a trap nearby.
It's the waiting that gets you.
A compact, heavily muscled dwarf turns from her training. She flicks her wrist and instantly her axe, a stunning elven weapon, is a hair's width from your chest. The blade sings.
We should buy a shield. Because I threw the previous one away. It's not that expensive either. Marvel at the beauty of the axe. Ask if that's fresh blood on the blade.
She gives you a long look, then relaxes. The blade moves back an inch.
That blood belongs to its original owner. It adds character. I look forward to adding God-woken blood to the mix.
Ask who's put the contract out on Godwoken.
Mind your own business, mate.
Okay. Note that a weapon is not normally meant to taste its owner's blood.
It will if you swing it at me. Especially if you're an elven raider with more enthusiasm than skill.
Can I try the axe?
No, you can't. I can sell you all manner of weapon, elven or not, if you have the gold. But this axe ain't for sale. Alright, we're done. Bugger off.
She returns to her...
Right. Doesn't look like there's all that much we can do here. Also, I'm a bit wary about visiting the leader here, because Sabine is going to do something. Also, I can't start a fight here. They might be looking out to kill me too, so there's no telling what'll happen. At the same time, does it really matter? I mean, I can always just load if things turn to shit.
Or maybe I'm just horny.
Yeah. Boost and lawn. Plus a shadow. Plus black mirror. Plus bodyguard.
I killed him slow. Preserves the flavor.
I do not care.
You must be curious. He was like you. Imagine all those memories.
I have nothing to say to you.
You sure about that?
I am sure.
You want to end up like him, I guess? Or maybe you can see how this ends.
I do not see this, but I do see.
Guide.
I see that savagery does not win.
Wouldn't you like to believe that?
Right, it would be me against a numerical disadvantage of superior enemies.
You must be cute.
Seville grabs you by the arm, her nails embedding themselves into your flesh.
That's him. That's Roost. The man who abducted me and sold me to the Master. This is it. He knows where the Master is.
Let's see what she does.
My thanks.
She's gonna die immediately if she picks a fight here.
Sabine walks up to Roost, a massive man who's looming over a small elf, his hair a tangle of matted knots. Scars upon scars cross every inch of visible flesh, from his hands to his gnarled face.
Roost Anlon, I've come to ask you a question.
His smile is nauseating.
You'll have to give me a kiss first. That's a tongue, too.
He laughs, the sound of a hiccuping demon choking on raw offal.
How vile and petty a thing you are.
Shut up! It's her I'm talking to. Sabine, I was wondering when I'd see you again. Knew the time would come after you broke Daddy's leash. Ha ha, yes. Been wondering when the Master's little pet would pick up my scent.
Urge her not to take the bait.
I know.
She winks at him.
Let's try that again, shall we?
Her casual dismissal of his insults seemed to unsettle him somewhat. Uncertainty sours his face.
How about we just cut to the chase? You are searching for your master. I know where he is. Them's the cards we're holding, and I've got all the aces up my sleeve.
A flash of the needle. With lightning speed, Sabine spears his hand. He howls with pain.
Strange. I see no cards whatsoever. The Master. Where is he?
Elsabil, you're impressed. You had thought she'd go straight for the throat.
Variety is the spice of torture.
Yeah, this can only end badly. Ah. Well, we'll see. You never know. Might have to make a deal. I mean, Roost Island is basically a mercenary.
She twists the needle, making him squirm and scream.
On the island! He's on the island with no name!
Good boy.
She removes the needle. Roost suckles his wound with thick, slurping noises.
Where is the island? Tell me.
Oh, I'll do you one better. I'll take you there. I'm going to beat you. Like I did before. I'm going to bleed and bind you. And what's left of you, no more than a battered bit of meat, I'm going to deliver to the Master all over again. He'll be so glad to have his puppy back. Even if she'll have lost some of her luster.
Yeah, shocking. We're not ready for this. Right, they can strip our armor with a single strike. There's a good chance we'll start getting casualties before we have a chance to do anything. Because Sahila is there, I can't really do much. Although the Black Mirror seems to be a... It makes no sense. This is a tough fight for a group that probably is at least one level above my current level with decent equipment. We're just asking for trouble trying to push it. We might be able to do it. Sahila's presence there complicates things. I can't use surface attacks really. She'll die a blow. She's not all that strong, so she'll probably die along with it. So that's a complicated fight. Oh, for fuck's sakes, what is the point of this quick save system? No. One before. I don't want to go to the upper floor at all. At least we know what's here. There's also another hidden treasure close by, a secret, so we'll go there. I think we have to go to the southeastern corner. There's really no other place to go. Northwest is the worst of it. This is northeast. So east, southeast, that's where we have to find out at least one extra level up.